back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix your slow retracting BMW E46 seatbelt. Let's do it. Okay, so here we are in the interior. We have the ever so common slow to retract E46 seatbelt. Look at that thing. So, if your E46 has a slow retracting seatbelt, like I just showed you, I'm going to show you within this video how to make it do this. Stay tuned, and I'll show you the secrets. And just like that, we now have the seatbelt assembly removed from the car. Now, some people suggest to fix the problem, you have to clean the seatbelt. That is only going to solve some of the issue. Because as you can see, even this dirty seatbelt, it retracts just fine. There's no issue with the seatbelt being too dirty for this not to retract fast. So we can physically see that the assembly down here is doing its job and is trying to pull the belt back that fast every time, okay? So it's not really the belt that's dirty. There's other things too to take into consideration. What I discovered was, you see this piece right here? This is what the seatbelt kind of goes through. It's like a guide for it. On the back side, you see how the plastic, let me get a closer view for you. You see how the plastic is broken on this thing? What that does, especially these cracks right here on this side, it's going to close the gap in here. Here's one of those pieces removed. You can see how the seatbelt would go through this slot right here. This one is just starting. It's not that bad yet, but there's one crack starting right here. What that does is it's going to allow the plastic to deviate and separate from itself, and it's going to make this gap in here smaller. That is going to kind of clamp down and squeeze the belt so it can't smoothly go through it. As you can see, this one's pretty badly cracked up, especially on this side, this part here, over here. So yeah, the plastic is separating from the metal framework inside and is closing up the gap in here. So, as a remedy, I will stick this in the table vise and I will sand down the little nubs in here to open up this gap more. We now have the seatbelt guide in the table vise. I have the seatbelt kind of slid off to one side. I'm going to sand down that nub a little bit. I'm going to use some 120 grit sandpaper. There we go. A little bit of sanding, you can see the big difference in the opening in there now. And there we go. It doesn't take much at all, but as you can see, we now have a easier channel for the seatbelt to go through. Okay, so when it comes to the seatbelt issue, I do this in stages. Stage 1 is what I just showed you. It's sanding down those nubs in there. This is also part of stage 1. That would be taking this piece of steel right here that you see me remove last from the car, and we're going to basically flip it so the other side contacts the seatbelt. This side right here is what was originally against the seatbelt. As you can see, it's getting worn away, and it's there's a little bit of rust starting. And I assure you, it's a very rough texture. So yeah, this rough texture right here is also not giving a smooth surface for the seatbelt to slide against. So I like to simply flip them over after I clean it off, and you can see how much more smoother that side actually is. Okay, so moving on to stage 2 of the repair, we have the assembly back in the table vise. Typically, the side with the white sticker on it is the side in which has the tightly wound spring inside. You can take a drill and drill into the plastic only to put a hole in here. You can then spray some lubricant directly onto the spring inside. However, that may not be needed. As you can see, even this day and age, that spring is working pretty dang good. So, to add lubricant to the spring in here may not always be a necessity, but I still like to do it at times. So, we're going to make sure the assembly is straight up and down, as if it were bolted to the car. We'll take a drill, and we'll just drill into the plastic cap only. Nice and slow. It's really soft plastic. Like that. That's all you got to do. If you look closely down inside the hole, you can see a little bit of a metallic colored hue. That is the spring itself. It's a tightly wrapped steel spring that's in here, wrapped up like a coil like this. We can now take some lubricant and spray right into that hole. And now we'll take the seatbelt and just work it in and out to get that spring winding and unwinding so the lubricant can work itself through the spring. I like to add lubricant twice to make sure enough gets in there. Now do note, you want to make sure the lubricant you're using is safe on plastic, because over time, some lubricants can actually penetrate into the plastic and weaken it, causing it to break. And the last thing you want, you know, a year or so down the road, maybe, that this would possibly crack open and that spring would kind of unwind itself. It's very hard to get that spring back in its original position, so just make sure your lubricant is plastic safe to avoid any potential problem. Now, moving on to stage 3 of this repair, we're going to clean and condition the seatbelt. We're also going to take a lighter and burn off the fraying hairs. See that? On the edges of the seatbelt. We're going to take a lighter and burn those off on both sides. Those little hairs may not seem like a big deal, but I assure you, if there's enough of them on a certain section, that will definitely slow down the retraction speed, okay? I like to burn off the hairs before I clean the seatbelt. Just going to take a lighter and go down the edge, and you'll see the hairs immediately just melt right down and burn off. See that? It is now time for the final step, and that is to clean the seatbelt. Now, sometimes you may actually have to dip this in a bucket of hot water and soap to really get it clean, depending how dirty your seatbelts are. The last set that I did, I just used some of this Chemical Guys leather detailer because it leaves like a slick surface and it cleans pretty good. So I take a microfiber rag like this, and I just really spray the rag. I pretty much douse the thing just like that. Then I'll pull some of the seatbelt out, and I'll just wipe it down on both sides. Pull the whole way out, start at the bottom if you want, and just clean it really well. And there it is, a nicely cleaned and conditioned seatbelt. I'm not saying this stuff is superior. I had this on my shelf and decided to try it, and it worked good for me. So I would imagine any kind of leather detailer or cleaner would possibly work. Okay, here we are with the interior all back together. Now, with the seatbelt simply buckled in, this is the result of the repairs. Simply unclicking this, look at that. So I'll grab the seatbelt and I will pull it out even more. Like at the beginning of the video, check this out. Look at that. Is that not the world of a difference? And there we have it. An actual fix for the slow retracting E46 seatbelt. If you found the footage to be useful, knowledgeable, or simply fun to watch, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, as I highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Catch you later.